All right, so good day, everyone. Good morning to those who are kind of watching this video early in the morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, whatsoever. All right, so I'm Mr. Ren from Higitoria Abuda, and I'm your 21st century literature teacher. And today, I'll be sharing to you one of the many video lessons that I have made in my entire life. Actually, this is the second in 21st, but um, I would like to focus on because I really, really love this lesson. So that is why I did not um, look anymore for video lessons on the web. Rather, I would make an I created my own video lessons for this. Okay, so our lesson for today is all about what? Anecdotes. All right, so of course, some of you here or most of you here are familiar with anecdotes. We kind of usually hear them from people who share their stories, their learnings, their achievements. But what is really an anecdote? Is it a short story? Is it a narrative? Is it something that is even real? Okay. So by definition, your dictionary in 2020 define anecdote or anecdotes as that which tell about a variety of stories and tales. Since they can be about any topic under the sun, may it be your happiest moment of your life or the saddest moment of your life. It is therefore a short story about a real person or event which usually intends to make the listeners laugh or ponder over a topic. So here we can infer that an anecdote can probably enlighten someone on a particular topic, may it be in politics, education, science, or it can be to lighten up the mood of someone, diba? Someone who is sad. Diba? Sometimes, whenever our friends are experiencing the saddest point or the lowest point of their life, what we usually do is we share to them stories, right, to make them happy. We crack some jokes, okay, but the other um, thing here is an anecdote should talk about a real person or a real event, but jokes are actually half meant, so half truth and half lies. So therefore, there could be a separation between a joke and an anecdote. Um, You know, anecdotes are important because, or an anecdote is relevant in the sense that it can lighten up the mood of someone, can bring joy to anyone who is listening. It can provide knowledge, okay, new information that is quite, you know, unknown to us. The following are the purposes in writing an anecdote. The first one is to bring cheer. Okay. But sometimes we pop up stories to people to lighten up their mood, to brighten up their mood. Okay. And that is actually one of the four purposes of an anecdote. For example, at the dinner, a grade 11 learner shared his story on his first day at class when he got lost and attended a wrong class. Diba nakakatawa yun? Um, the idea here is, of course, to be, to have that mindset of, clear mind, to look for the real class and at the real schedule you're supposed to be. All right, the second is to reminisce. In most anecdotes, people are talking about their experiences in the past. They try to look back on moments in their lives and share the joy at that time with others. Okay. For example, a mother tells her children a story about her life in the province when she was a teenager. Sometimes our parents would do this to um, what could be the probable reasons why our parents are doing this? Maybe to share to us some lessons, maybe to make us realize our mistakes because this is how they do it before, you know. But we are already in the 21st century. But the main thing here is of course to share experiences, and these experiences are still vital. We couldn't be the kind of person that we are today without these experiences. For instance, the well, even though I don't want to reminisce it anymore because it provides me joy and sad. In 2019, I together with my team went to Baguio. We're supposed to, I mean, we really, really competed there. We're not just supposed, but we competed there for the National Science and Technology Fair, okay, for teachers category on research and strategic intervention materials. So these are two different competitions. Unfortunately, we were late. Okay, we were late to um, pack in our materials um, to the airplane. So the thing is, we went to Baguio. We left our materials to compete at Tacloban. Okay, but we went to Baguio. We were able to rode on that airplane. Unfortunately, we are kind of empty-handed. We don't have the material with us. We don't have our tarpaulin with us. But God is still good. We really utilize our time, our half of the day to create another material to compete. We even looked for a tarpaulin shop there, and thankfully we won in that said competition. Diba? There's still great things that had happened there that I could always reminisce. You shouldn't lose hope. That's the thing. You shouldn't lose hope. Okay. Actually, this is it. I think this is it. Yes, here. So we were at Baguio. The five of us. We competed for the research and sim competition. We won third place for both. That is why we have two medals there. Yeah. Okay. So the third purpose of doing research is to caution. Sometimes just giving rules for individuals is not effective. Di ba nga, sometimes we would always, our friends who got broken hearted we would always tell them that, time would actually heal the wound. But the next day, sila pa rin. Nagkabalikan pa rin. Sharing to them frightening stories of dangers can be helpful for them to realize the possible consequences of their actions. Marupok kasi tayo. But when we share, this could be, more serious probably. Okay, the tone could be more serious. Imagine what had happened in one place here in the Philippines, wherein one family went to a falls. I mean, waterfalls. Then they are supposed to leave the place. There was this. Was it a flood or a landslide that killed two members of the family? So some anecdotes could actually tell us something that could probably you know affect, provide danger to the lives of um, other people. So, for example, before beginning a lecture on not following traffic rules, a father tells his son an incident of collision that cost many lives due to ignoring traffic signs. Yes. So to caution people about the probable thing that might occur there. Number four is to persuade or inspire people. Sometimes we want to lighten up the mood of somebody, so we tell them stories of inspiration about a certain person or our stories itself. So sometimes people share stories on how they surpassed their struggles in life. These, most of the time, give encouragement to others who have been in similar situations. The message usually conveys successes in life as a fruit of hard work. That is why I would always tell I've won a lot competitions. For instance, this one, is a story of inspiration because it was nearly impossible for us to compete anymore. But, we've done it. Okay, we did it well and good. Okay, that depends on the courage that you have packed up with you. Okay. This second picture is the Eastern Visayas Basic Education Research Festival. I was also awarded as a champion in basic research. That is why I was in the middle. I brought with me one trophy. I, together with Mom Glory, yes, we competed for different categories ourselves, and many more stories. Probably, you know what? When I competed for the Eastern Visayas Basic Education Research Festival, um, I was creating. I created my PowerPoint presentation a day before the competition. It was actually a night before the competition. Unfortunately, when I was already on the site, I was trying to open up my laptop, but it didn't go well. It didn't turn on, no matter what type of charger I used. So what I did was I borrowed a laptop of one of my students before. He's studying at LNU right now, a graduating student. I borrowed his laptop, and you know 3 hours before my presentation, I was preparing my PowerPoint presentation. All right, but luckily I won. Okay, it's one story that I'm actually proud of. No matter how difficult the situation is, for as long as you are ready, nothing is impossible. The road, of course, wasn't laid straight to any one of us to for us to reach. The road is somehow, you know um, there are, how do I say this? What do we call it in slopey, di ba? In mathematics, the roads are kind of slopey, but for as long as you have the courage, you have the spirit, you have the ample intelligence, nothing is impossible. All right, so that's what anecdote is all about. We do anecdote to bring cheer to people, to reminisce experiences, okay, for us to share learning, okay, to caution people about what could possibly occur if we will be doing this, and to persuade or inspire people. So I hope that with this short video, I have shared to you my experience, okay, on anecdote on in life, that I can relate it to anecdotes. I always write anecdotes because I have this very very short memory. I kind of forget things easily, but what is important is we're happy, we're living a good life, and that's it. So thank you everyone, and I hope you have a great day ahead. Thank you.